Okay, I'm reloaded.
We got London on the
Tell me, do you know the feeling? Tell me, do you know the feeling? You look up and you ain't got no feeling.
Oh, me in the Lambo?
Nah. Tell me, do you know the feeling? You look up and you ain't got no feeling.
Oh, me in the Hellcat? Yeah.
Hellcat. Tell me, do you know the feeling?
Tell me, do you know the feeling? Looking up, you know.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me in the Hellcat, and we are officially locked down here in Pennsylvania. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Walmart, and I'm gonna buy some games, and I'm gonna show you some things that you can do when you're locked down, all right? We're taking a big boy today.
Cause a couple of years ago I wasn't eating. Now I watch out for them niggas that scheming. I got me an M and I kept on repeating the love with the sound of that money machine. I'm looking down and my diamonds be gleaming. I got me a coffee each day of the week. Bad bitches call telling me not to leave him. I swear I wake up and it feels like a dream. Cause a couple of years ago I wasn't eating. Now I watch out for them niggas that scheming.
Now guys, this is one of those cars that I've never drive, and I bought it because this is one of the greatest cars I've ever driven. I love the Challenger Hellcat, one of my favorite cars of all time. Now those people who really know me know that my favorite car of all time is a Challenger Hellcat and a 2013 Camaro ZL1. I love the 13 Camaro. I love the 5th gen body. I feel as though it's one of the best. But this wide body feels so special, guys. No joking. It just feels like such a beast. Alright, so we're on our way to Walmart. This lockdown has been hard for everybody. Content line, creators, and businesses cannot be open. I'm gonna give you some things that you can do while you're locked down. You can still have a little bit of fun, I guess, in the house by yourself, but it's crazy, man. Lately I've just been going through a lot of things, guys, honestly. Divorce is never a great topic, and this goes out to those men out there, man. Make sure you do what you got to do to sustain your household. Make sure you do what you got to do, that if you love your wife, to stand true to her, stand true by her, because this is a lesson, man. And when you're out there doing knucklehead things to a woman, and when it finally bites you in the ass, it finally hurts. You know what I mean? But I'm happy in the place where I'm at now. I'm happy that right now it's progressing and moving forward now, and I'm okay with it now. You know what I mean? But for a long time I really wasn't. Things bothered me and I act like they didn't bother me, and this is all my wrongdoing. So I'm just trying to tell you guys, man, if you're out there, man, and you love her, make sure you treat her good, make sure you treat her right, treat her with respect, make sure she's a partner, she's not living under you. And this is what a lot of guys do. What a lot of guys do is that, they're the breadwinners, and they feel that their woman ain't on an equal playing field because they're the ones taking care of the household, and that's not the way it works, man. A lot of women will hold that shit in, and then essentially will start treating you bad once time goes by, after they keep forgiving you. Trust me, man, I've been through everything, every scenario in life. I'm not one of these YouTubers that are gonna sit up here and pretend like my life is fucking perfect when it really isn't. You know what I mean? If things are going bad, it's because I made them that way. If things are, you know what I mean? And we're all human. A lot of YouTubers hide that. They just want to show you the glorious things of their lives. And I'm going to tell you the truth. Listen, when you're the breadwinner of the family, make sure you treat her right, whether she has it or not. And you know what I mean? Listen, a mother who takes care of your kids, even if she's not working, that's a full-time job. So this is just, a little advice that I'm giving you guys, man. Make sure y'all treat y'all girls right if y'all want to stay with them forever. Because if not, somebody else is going to be treating them right, and you're going to be regretting it for the rest of your life. Everything is pretty much closed out here. All the businesses. Now look at this. Now this is this is the Willow Grove section of my city, and everything is closed. McDonald's, everything. Dunkin' Donuts seem to have the drive-thru open. Yeah, but look, all the state beer places are open because the state wants to still make money. How fucked up is that? What bothers me is that 7-Elevens can be open, and when it comes down to small businesses like corner stores, mechanic shops, because dealerships the service park can still be open inside of a dealership. But what bothers me is that these small businesses that are really suffering cannot be open. And I'm like, an essential business is an essential business no matter how you look at it. A corner store is in a smaller scale, but it's an essential business. And a corner store serves a bigger purpose because then people can self-quarantine on their own block. So if a corner store is on a block in a city, it's even better because they don't have to travel outside of their realm to infect other people, which they can stay on their own block. So that right there self-quarantines the virus itself. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. I really don't. This is really like blowing my mind. No joking. This isn't happening probably in Jersey. And I think I'm gonna go back to my other house for about a month or two. I need to go back to Jersey. I want to start fixing my house anyway over there. Like I said in my other video, I'm gonna go back and start fixing my house. But PA right now is going crazy.
I swear I feel like I'm dreaming. I can't believe that I'm here. All of this shit wasn't easy. I had to face all my fears. I got 2 bros that didn't breathe in. I lost them both in a year. I know I always be cheesing, that's just to hold back the tears. A couple of years ago I wasn't eating. Now I watch out for them niggas that scheming. I got me an M when I kept on repeating the love with the sound of that money machine. I'm looking down at my diamonds be gleaming. I got me a coffee each day of the week. Bad bitches call telling me not to leave them. I swear I wake up and it feels like a dream. Holla.
Alright, so we're here at the game section, picking up a few games, and they're all sold out of every single thing. Holy crap. I did a huge food shopping, but it was too boring for all this stuff to show you guys. So let me see you fly. Now, if you're wondering how I get so amazing drone footage, my son Omir is the best pilot ever. Oh man. Never mind. Can I put it in my hand? No. Put it in my hand. Bring it down. Oh, hey, forward. Bring it down. Oh! You did it. Ready? Oh! This damn quarantine got us fucking with robots. Vector. Say hey, Vector.
Hi, Pepper.
Hey, Vector.
Hi, Pepper.
Go, you say it. Go ahead, say it 3
Hi,
times.
Pepper.
Look how much of a mess you have. You have cardboard. He built a little clubhouse. You got skates on the floor. You got your book bag. You're even smoking a hookah. That's you?
No.
Was that you?
No, that's him.
Oh, that's his?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know you need to stay away from smoking. It's not good for you. It never will be.
But
all right?
you got candy.
Sorry, big tobacco companies.
Give me candy.
Not my kids. So this morning, I decided to move some footage from here to this drive. You know, it's just, you know, old footage of my vlogs, you know, like unedited things that we just cut out of vlogs. There's a part the last time I saw my dad, when I went to the hospital and he's laying on the bed. Now we're thinking that he's gonna recover from his surgery, and he never did. Holy shit. I'm gonna let him rest and come back. I can't see this. Yeah, couldn't see that thing. He's in bad shape. Hopefully, you know, with the grace of God, he'll wake up tomorrow in good health. Nah, bro, I can't drink nothing right now. He just looked like he was good too. He's one of those old men that don't like to go see the doctor. So if you got family members, your dad or your grandpa like that, take him to go see the damn doctor. You just never know what's gonna happen. Life is crazy, man. I'm telling you. Cherish your life. That's him?
About that, sir.
That's him?
That's the wrong room.
So apparently they moved him. I feel bad because I went in there trying to record some old men in there. Wow. Talk to you guys later. This is a lot worse than what I thought. See you guys on the next one. just started to see that video of my dad laying there, and that's the last time I ever saw him. So we're gonna get into a little story time with my dad. So in 1996, my dad got released from prison. Now, I don't know if I ever told you guys that in the blizzard of 96, I actually ran away from my stepmom's house, and I ran to my grandmom's, and that's where I stood. Social services got called because of the way that I was being treated. Now, I talked about this in a previous video. Now, when my dad got out of jail, it was the greatest time of my life. All I remember is my sister Ada. You remember her from the old video? Anyway, she comes to my grandma's house. Yo, Poppy just came out of jail. Now, mind you, I haven't seen my dad since 1990. I mean, I went to DC prison to go visit him, which is based in Philadelphia. But then the feds wound up picking up the case, and then they wound up moving my dad to Fort Dix, which I didn't. My stepmom stopped visiting him in Fort Dix, so I didn't see my dad for approximately about 5 years. So, you know, my dad came out of prison. It was like the greatest time of my life. And I didn't understand why I wasn't living with him right away because, you know, my stepmom had rented out his house, which was 3038 North 7th Street. To this day, I still want to buy that house because, you know, that's the house that I was raised in. So it's 3038 North 7th Street. And, you know, the house is rented out, so my dad wound up moving with my stepmom's sister right next to one of my best friends, Zeno, growing up. So we used to come, me and my brother Joe used to go over there and visit my dad while he was staying at my aunt's house. And, man, you don't understand. Every feeling that I had as a child, it's like my childhood hero. Just got out of jail. Now, I remember one time my dad had caught like a stroke in like 97 or 96 while he was living in my aunt's house. So I remember them saying that he had caught a stroke, but besides that, my dad always had great health. He got out of jail that year. Now, we kind of struggled in the beginning because my dad didn't want to sell drugs or anything. He came out of jail. So if you guys previously know, one of my right-hand mans was Junito. So Junito, his dad had the lots. His dad name was Benji. Real good man. So, you know, he had the lots across the street. So I don't know what happened that as soon as my dad got out of jail, you know, Junito's dad had gave my dad the lots. He said, here, just take them. So I spent most of my childhood right across the street from my house at some freaking lots that my dad used to have chickens. He had peacocks. He had pigs, goats. It was the strangest fucking childhood I've ever had. But I promise you, on my life, I couldn't have had a better one. Now, my block was like, they were all parents. You know, we had Shorty in the middle of the block, which was Zeno's dad. It was just, you know, across the street, we had Mrs. D, she was a crossing guard for like 40 years in Philadelphia. You know, her husband was white. They were white people. And I remember in the summer times, man, he used to put competitions of quarters and dimes and nickels in the street. And we would win like $5 or $10, whoever can hit it with a spinning top. I think that's essentially what's not going on in America. People aren't going outside. Now it's like, remember, back in these days, there weren't no such thing as cell phones. And if you had a cell phone, you were a very special person. 98, 99, you know, running around with Pokemon cards. Like, it was just the greatest time of my life. That's why I tend to still collect nostalgic video games. I just remember, man, my dad used to be sitting there watching the Phillies, Marlon Byrd, back in the days. This is before Marlon Byrd came back. Jimmy Rollins. That was my dad's favorite player. My dad's favorite player was Jimmy Rollins. And Chase Utley. And, man, we talking about Polanco. Yeah, never mind. You guys don't watch Phillies. But anyway, like, my dad loved the Phillies. And I remember I used to have a little 19-inch TV. I would set it on the floor, and I'll be playing Nintendo 64, and I'll be playing Tony Hawk. Like, I don't know what made me ever switch from Nintendo to PlayStation. I think it was Metal Gear Solid. But anyway, you know, my dad was the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. You know, my dad used to come up. My dad was like one of those guys he always cooked. My dad was an amazing chef. You know, he'll come up. He'll cook fish or he'll cook chicken. He'll come upstairs every day. I don't understand why. you know, those Chinese cups of like homemade iced tea filled with milk and ice. He would just sit there and, you know, have conversations with me, and I'll ask him, how was it in Puerto Rico when you know, because my dad was born, what, 19, dang, what was it, 34 or 4? It was something strange like that, 34, 44, 54, 64, 74, 84, yeah. My dad was born in 1934. Holy fuck shit. He had an amazing life, man, I'll tell you that. The things that he have seen in his days, you know, the World War II, he's seen pretty much everything. He's seen the inauguration of Ronald Reagan. He lived through all these different time periods in life, which is history. And, you know, to see my dad like now dead is like the most surreal thing ever. And, you know, that's why I've always said I don't understand why my brothers and sisters, they were so blessed to have him. Like, some of my brothers are in their 60s. You are lucky to have your parents that long in your life. And, man, like, no matter what you're going through in life, make shit right with your parents. It doesn't matter if you're right and you're wrong. You apologize. You make them feel like they're... Man, I'm just happy that me and my dad had a conversation. There was a vlog that we did together. This is a few days before he died. And, you know, and the crazy part is that I asked him about death. I don't understand, like, why I jinxed it, man. I asked him, I said, Dad, are you scared of dying? He said, for what? Death is with us. That's what he said in Spanish. And, you know, for my dad, like, he was really sad for me. He was really sad about this whole situation with the federal government. I didn't want him to die and see me like this, man. He was so proud of me and proud of the things that I've accomplished, and for him to die while this is in limbo will probably the thing that will haunt me to the day that I die, because I didn't get a chance to be like, hey Dad, look, they dropped it, or hey Dad, I beat this, or hey Dad, I made a deal, or hey Dad, you know, like, I've never got a chance to tell him this, man. And, like, you know, what a bad fucking 2 years I've had. I'm not talking about financially, I just mean emotionally, you know, going through a divorce, and then, you know, having one of my brothers, you know, take a bag of heroin by mistake, because he never did this shit before, and, you know, having him get fucking poisoned. Like, this is why I don't, like, man, I don't agree with these fucking drugs, man. I don't care what no one says behind this shit. I don't agree with heroin at all. Marijuana, weed is something different, but, like, when it comes to heroin, man, I just don't fucking agree with it, man. There's too much bullshit getting put in it, and too many people are dying over overdose. You know, I lost my brother to that shit. You know, having my brother die, and then 8 months later having another brother murdered. You know, set up by his own friend. Like, you don't understand the emotions that, like, that God has put me through in order to get to the point where I can get on a fucking camera and then spill it out to you guys. Like, whatever you're going through in life, and I promise you, man, you're going to get through this shit. You're going to get through it. And I promise you, man, like, life gets a lot better. Sometimes it feels like the whole world's against you. Like, right now, that's what it feels like to me. But for some reason, I just feel blessed, and I'm at peace knowing that I've done nothing wrong. And I'm getting wrongfully accused of what's going on right now. But most importantly, I just feel sad that my dad didn't get a chance to make it to the end of this, you know. It's going to be something that's going to be way heavy on my heart for the rest of my life. And I'm no longer afraid of death. I'm being honest. Because I know if I shut my eyes, when I open them, he's going to be there. If there's a life after death, I'm telling you, my dad will be there. And my brothers will be there, and I'm at peace with that shit. I really am. So, guys, this is supposed to be a story time, and I'm over here fucking preaching. There's just so much emotions and so much shit that I'm feeling right now. What a great man. What a great man. I mean, he taught me some shit that you don't teach kids, but at the same time, it helped me grow up as a man. You know, I've seen my dad, you know, sell drugs, but at the same time, I've seen him with a great heart. I've seen him, and, you know, and a lot of these, you know, cops and stuff don't see that kind of stuff. because they're like, oh, well, you can't be a good person if you're selling poison to the community. But, you know, my dad never dealt with heroin. You know, even though crack was worse, man. Crack done fucking broke so many families up, man. It's unbelievable. I'm sorry, guys. My mind is just going and going and going. Yo, no joking. I came out just like my fucking dad, right? Now listen to this. I came out just like my dad. So, I remember this one time the cops had busted in my house. And at this time I was living with my girlfriend, you know, because, you know, me and my sister was always at it. I came down there only to take a shower. And my dad came out just like me. When my friends come over, I like to sleep naked. So my friends come over and they come up the steps real quick to have a conversation with me. Chances are I'm naked under the fucking covers. So, you know, there was a dude named Cero. Cero used to, like, you know, supply my dad and shit. This dude is in Dominican Republic, so it ain't no telling shit. This is fucking shit from the 90s. So I remember the cops had raided the house and shit. And the cops was like, oh my God. He's like, your grandpop is gay. And I said, what? I said, that's my dad. He said, dude, he's fucking naked in the room with another man. Everybody downstairs started laughing. Because they was like, man, my dad, he sleeps naked, motherfucker. So he's like, dude, but why is he laying? There's another man upstairs and he's laying naked with him. And, you know, it wasn't that. It's that my dad used to lay on the bed with the sheets over him, watch the Phillies game or boxing, and, you know, and this is the night of the, this is the night after the Mike Tyson fight. The Mike Tyson versus Holyfield, when Holyfield bit his ear, or Mike Tyson bit his ear. So he used to sit on the corner of the bed and have conversations with my dad about how much money they owed each other. And it was just, you know what I'm saying? But, bro, that shit was so funny, man. You don't understand how much, like, great memories I had with my dad. My dad used to take me to these fucking auctions. I think it was like $500. And you could pull it and you can take it all. So it used to be a junkyard. And you put transmissions, whatever parts you can on top of a hood. And you had to, like, pull it across the line. So my dad, one of my dad's best friends, his name was Chino. And he just got out the feds. This dude used to bench like 600 pounds. Biggest dude I've ever seen, you know. And my dad used to take him. So my dad used to go and Chino. Man, him and my dad was in his 60s already. My dad used to take transmissions and throw them on his shoulder. Like, that was just the strongest motherfucker I've ever seen. And like watching him in the last vlog, just how weak his legs were. And my dad was the strongest dude I've ever witnessed, man. Like, just like a freak of nature at his age. Like, you know, he was always 180 pounds. But when he got, like, into the 60s, you know, when he came out of jail, he was, like, 210. But just a strong-ass dude. And, you know, just watching my dad like that, you know, 80-something years old, just, like, more fragile. It's the craziest thing. And the craziest thing is that we all have to experience this, guys. Me, you. And, you know, when people tell me all the time, like, don't believe it or not, man, I get to start thinking a lot when you guys are like, yo, Omi, you gotta lose weight. Yo, Omi, you're gonna die. Yo, Omi, this. Yo, I take that shit to heart because I don't want to die. Not this young. I got kids, you know, and it's hard for me. It's hard. It's hard to let go of soda. It's hard. It's just especially when you're stressing and you're going through certain things in life. You know, we all can put a smile on our face, but in reality, it's people stress, man. People stress. It ain't. People think that, you know, because you know how to make money or you got money, it's just the easier. No, that makes things harder. You guys don't understand. It makes things harder. Yes, we don't have the same stress. We don't stress about bills the way y'all do, but it's a lot fucking harder. You know, like watching me lose all my friends. And this is a great thing because I have an ability. See, one thing about me is that I'm not fake. I'm not fucking fake. There's a lot of people that can have friendships for 20, 30 years. And as soon as their friend walks out the door, they're talking shit about them. I've never been that way. I've never been that way. You could ask me. I'd be like, listen, that's my friend. That's just the way I am. I'll give people chance after chance. But one thing about me is I don't bite my fucking tongue. If I feel as though you're doing me wrong and I know what you're up to because I'm a very smart person, I'm going to let you know how I fucking feel. And that's the reason why I can lose friends like that in a snap, because I'm not going to fake that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not that kind of person. You're not going to be a snake with me. You're not. Like let me know up front. Let me know. I'm a good friend, man. I want you to evolve. I want you to grow. But at the same time, like, let me know something. But you know what? I'd rather be by myself than be in misery's company or be in bad company. You know what I mean? And that's what you guys got to learn. Learn to be the fuck alone. All right? Not all companies good company. Not all companies great company. You know what I'm saying? You don't need them. You don't need people's energy. People with bad fucking intentions just draining you and drain. Fuck that. I'd rather be alone. And we're going to build this channel little by little. I'm going to be driving more cars and more cars. I'm going to fill that lot up. I don't care, because I have passion behind me and I have the willpower and I'm doing things the right way, and nothing can get in my way right now. And if I have to have a momentary stop of whatever life brings, then guess what? I'll roll with the punches. And then I'll move then and I'll adapt to whatever situation's thrown at me. But I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to be the better person. I'm going to be a bigger person. I'm not going to sit here and entertain bullshit no more. I'm just going to keep moving forward. Whoever's with me is with me. Whoever ain't, it ain't. And that's the way you move on in life. And I'm sorry that this story time turned into something totally different. But my dad has taught me a lot of life lessons. And, you know, I love that old man for that. You know, hopefully my kids can love me 20% of how much I love my dad, honestly. Listen, man, God bless you all, no matter what religion you are, and I apologize if I offend any one of you. You're alive for a reason, all right? Every time you take that deep breath, it's rare, right? You beat out millions and millions of sperm to get to the point where you're actually watching this fucking video. Think about how the universe works. You beat out millions of people in a foot race. And I look at my fat ass self and I'm like, how the fuck did I beat anybody in a foot race? But we're special. Every single one of us. There ain't nobody better than the other. The only thing that divides us is social status and bank accounts. Besides that, we're all flesh and fucking bone. All right? And we're all going to end up in the same spot no matter how much money we got. All right? So money means shit. Continue to be a good person. Continue to bless those around you. You know what I'm saying? And never take advantage of anyone. And never go into things with bad intentions, man, because things will end up bad for you. And if things are going bad right now, I promise you, see the positive in them and things will get better. I'm only in the Hellcat, and I apologize, the story time done flipped over. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. I love you guys all. I promise you I do. Because without this, trust me, there will be no me. The way my mind is working, there will be no me. And if you're feeling suicidal, man, call the suicide hotline. Talk to somebody, because we need you here. Honestly. You make a difference. Peace out.
Looking up and see no stunner. Looking down to see dripping. Neck worth for $500,000. Niggas mad cause I'm living. On Instagram trying to kill them. But I'm too busy fucking bad bitches getting M's, nigga, I'm chillin'. Twin size, had to sleep on it. New crib, drop 3 on it. Hit the club and just keep going. See, I'm going to stop, but I keep throwing. If she